Hello there. I've put together some pens for a dear friend, actually, to peruse. They're here, and they're a really cool mix. They're all sort of similar in some ways. Not really, but sort of. This one, I hate to admit it, on closer inspection, I have a feeling I may not actually ultimately want to give this one up. But let me, if I can zoom in a bit here, see if I can get that focused the way I had it before. It looked really good. This one's really cool. It's an early Sheaffer. The imprint is really nice on this one. And in fact, check that out. There's the patent date, right? But it's pending. So this is super early. I mean, this thing's so old that, like, they were waiting for the patent to be, active, which is crazy. There it is, the early self-filler imprint, self-filling. Neat pen. And I wrote this with it right here. So it does get good and wide if you give it some gas. But it is definitely, I'm going to see if I've got a little bit of ink left in here. You have to get a little gas, but it's a very fine point. And see, I've already got a battle scar. But yeah, this one's really cool. It's got the raised barrel threads here. So it's early, but you know it's early. I told you it's early. I wonder if we can zoom in a little bit here, just for the heck of it. There we go. Sheaffer. Anyway, let's see if this has enough ink in it to write something. If not, I will dip it. Yeah, there you go. But these are great because they're so fine. Oops, no, it doesn't want to write. There you go. I have to dip this again. They're so fine, but surprisingly smooth. That's one thing that Sheaffer really got right early on. I don't know what their secret was, but they were able to get some really fine, very fine nibs that were surprisingly smooth for something that fine. Because these things can get really scratchy quickly. Let's see if I can get this to write something. Here you go. There you go. Cool. I don't know if it's even necessary for me to write these things out because there you go. It's just a great nib. Great pen. Now the next one. All right, what do we have here? This Aiken Lambert. This is a really great pen. This one is the 3L. And see, the reason I'm doing this is because when I make these videos, I'm at a really terrible angle. I mean, a really bad angle. And it's not ideal for these nibs. You really want to be at a lower angle. But anyway, let me just kind of show you what this guy looks like. So this one's not in like super amazing condition, but it's not bad. It's good. It's just not like amazing, It's got a little bit of fade. I think the barrel looks a little bit more worn than the cap. It is. This one doesn't have, does this? Yeah, it's got the imprint there. It's the 3L. Pretty cool. Yeah, sort of. Anyway. So the imprints, or the chasing actually in this case, is not quite as deep as it is on the cap. And I think this has the imprint information actually on the cap. See, the cap's got more going on. Anyway. But it's just has a really nice nib, and it's also, you know, a rather fine nib, but it's really good. Yeah, there you go. Okay, let's see if I can, here we go. Of course, I'm way zoomed in here. I have to zoom out a bit, but let's try this. There you go. This is a very nice writer. Yeah, this one's nice. This is easy. Nice. Yeah, this is a great pen. I had a lot of fun actually playing with this pen in Ohio. Not this year, but last year. Yes, it's a great pen. Don't let that railroading fool you. It's been dipped. I'm kind of writing on paper that, you know, I haven't used a, what do you call it, like a little smear guard or smudge guard or whatever, a little piece of paper. So it's quite possible that I'll do a little railroading here. But this is a great writer. It's very smooth. Nice pen. Now, what's the next one we're going to move on to? I'm going to try to make this as quick as I can, which is, of course, impossible. This is a really cool pen. This is the Practical Farmer pen. And this is a very, very fine nib. Very elegant. This one's from about 1905, roughly. And this one's in great shape. See if I can do this. I might have to pull out now. It doesn't have a whole lot going on here. It doesn't really have any chasing, but look at that imprint. I mean, it's really good. Color's great. Philadelphia. But yeah, I don't know a thing about this. I did find an article online about it, and it's in Google Books, which is kind of cool. This one's going to probably need a little bit of a dip, I hope. The thing is, this is a very fine nib, and it's a bit more, it's a bit more of the, I don't want to say delicate. It is kind of delicate because it's so fine, and it's an older nib. It's an older pen, you know, from that period, so they do need a little bit more love. I'm going to try to be good with it here. Let's see, I'm going to pull out a little bit, I think, yeah. See how this goes. All right. There you go. Great pen. There you go. Take a little zoom in there. Very elegant pen. Very elegant writer. It's a nice pen. What is the next one we're going to do? Try to make this quick and breezy for you guys. All right, or for certainly the person I'm making this for. This is cool. So this is the, I like how deep that is. I got this in Philadelphia. And this one's in really pretty nice shape too. The imprints are really good on it. You know, the chasing's really good. Here we go. Zoom in a bit here. There you go, sort of. I swear this camera has a mind of its own. Sometimes it's really, it does a great job. Sometimes it just kind of does whatever it wants. It doesn't have an imprint on it. But this is another one that, as I recall, is pretty friendly. Let's see. Here we go. This is what this one looks like. Where is it? Yeah, this is the Schaefer. This one's pretty, yeah, that one's nice and flexible. Let's see if I can get a little bit of a writing sample of this guy. Zoom out again. Okay. Have to dip this one again. And it's funny, you know, these, sometimes the, this railroading is a deceptive thing because it doesn't really do that when it's actually filled. Did I actually? I went way too far with that. Shoot. Damn it. Let's wipe that off. I dipped this way too deeply. Way too deeply. All right. There we go. Get that cap on there. But this one's nice and flexible. Very flexible. I mean, they all are, of course. But yeah, that's nice. Very flexible nib. This one's pretty smooth too, which is nice. It's quite smooth actually. See, this is, there you go. Cool. And what else do we have here? Then we got two more. So that's the Sheaffer with the deep imprint with the no model number on it. Sometimes they don't have them. I don't know what the deal was there. I don't know what they were thinking. But anyway, this is a J. Harris, which was they were a jobber. I love the clip on these. The clips on these. Very fancy. It's got nice chasing there. It's got this cool fancy band. These weren't terribly expensive, but they were still good. They were, quality pen. All right. There you go. There's no model number on the bottom there. I'm going to give this a little dip. Oh, yeah. So here's the writing from the J. Harris over here. The J. Harris. As I recall, this is just a really nice smooth nib, too, which is really fun to use. And again, I'm not really pushing that hard on these. I'm really not trying to force them to do anything they aren't capable of doing comfortably. I'm just using them, giving them a little bit of a push here and there, but nothing, dramatic at all. Nothing severe, nothing even remotely approximating overflexing. It's not even close. All right, so this is a great pen because this is a tougher nib. You can tell it's pretty smooth. Yeah, that's cool. Nice. And this guy over here coming up in mere moments is a pen that I've reset the nib and the feet on this one. I've been starting to do more of this sort of thing. It's all new to me, relatively speaking, but this is a Wilson. Wilson! There's some sort of meme going on out there with Woodrow Wilson. They yell that out. They yell out Wilson as if he had done something really awful, which I guess he kind of did if you think about it. Actually, in some ways, the Treaty of Versailles was not such a great thing, was it? Sounded good on paper. There, it's upside down. Anyway, this is cool because it's not hard rubber, and it looks like it is. So that that happened for a while. So it's like fake chased hard rubber. It's actually celluloid. But the business end, the important part, the feed, is hard rubber. And this has a bunch of turns. But this is a nice pen too. This one's kind of like that last one. I think it might be a little bit more flexible. Let me, it's probably not dry yet, is it? Let me do something here. I have a crazy idea. Let's see if it actually works, my crazy notion here. So here's the Wilson. I'm going to wipe this off. A lot of people don't bother wiping off their pens, but I just don't seem to be able to dip these without getting the sections pretty covered in ink too. I don't know what my problem is, but hey, what can I tell you? Oh, yeah, nice focus. Not. But it's got this, fairly small nib. This was not an expensive pen either, but it's well made. It's a good one. All right. Let's see, good and long tines there. Got a pretty standard ladder feed there. Let me see if I can. I'm just going to zoom out for a bit. I think I'm going to write in here, in this little area, right here. Yeah. I like this pen. It writes very nicely. I'm going to just flip this over. There we go. Wilson. Wilson over here. So I'm just writing quickly here. And then over here, I did a bit more fancy writing with, again, you know, this I did on a surface where I was at a better angle to everything. But yeah, this is a great pen. Not a fancy pen. You know, like second tier probably. Or darn good third tier, but yeah. But yeah, this is a nice nib. I like this one. And just write a well. So anyway, these are some pens here that have some really cool nibs. And again, it's fascinating how different these all are. Yeah, that's got some good line variation there. Whoosh. Neat pen. But yeah, I mean, it's part of my mission is to share some of these things with people, because I can't just have all of them in my life, you know. I love them dearly, but I can't have all the pens. I've got to share them with people, you know. And it's fun to do that. It's fun to find these and then, you know, really see what they're capable of. You know, I mean, I buy these for a reason. I bought, you know, again, I bought all these for myself, but I'm kind of like, well, I've got an awful lot of pens and I'm feeling like I kind of want to share some of them, because it's, you know, to kind of keep it going, kind of keep the, keep everything fresh and rotating, if you will. This one has a bunch of turns to get it back on there. But anyway, so these are, what is it, 6 pens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 6 really fun pens. And, yeah, I hope that the lovely pen friend that I'm, you know, gonna share these with loves them as much as I do. All right. Thanks for being here, everybody. Happy writing.